you left. You're right. Your mommy, your daddy, your brother, your sister, the dog, the cat, the fish was home when you left. You're right. And that's the reason you left. You're right.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to Tony Commander J.R. Galpohkpa Chesson talk show. Today is the third day in the second month of the new year, February 3rd. First of all, I forgot to recognize that we are in Black History Month. This is our month, and this month, our Congress, our president is on trial for what he did on January 6, 2021, that has plunged our country into a grave strife and struggle for survival. Our constitutional democracy is on the brink of destruction. Then I look to my country, Liberia. I see the mess that's going on in that country so bad. And it's not only the Liberian people in Liberia, it's Liberian people in the diaspora. We are the same problems of our country. So let me put up my lesson. Let me take my hour and get out of here, okay? My lesson for the day, my topics are stressful living in the United States of America. Number 2, accountability, responsibility, patriotism are foundations to Liberia's future successes. And number 3, Liberians, where do we begin over again? Let's start with number 1. My fellow Liberians, Liberian Americans, African Americans, and other groups of African Americans or African immigrant Americans. For me, I don't know about for you, I find it very stressful living in America now. It is so stressful for me. It's beginning to affect my mental stability. Because we cannot wake up every morning. For other Liberians, I don't know about you, but for me, with my education, my understanding of world organizations, world leadership, world guidance and protection of my people. What I saw happen on January 6, 2021 in America till now has me afraid. Our leaders are confused. Some of our leaders are traitors. They don't want to admit it, but they betrayed us. They betrayed our constitutional democratic standard of living. And right now, we are still reeling because we do not know who the real traitors are of America and American people. But we have a few ideas of the enablers of Donald Trump that got us to where we are. And what is even worse, my people, there are very wealthy people who supported Donald Trump and supported that insurrection on January 6th. And one of them is the Fancinelli family, the family that owns public food and pharmacy all over America. These are racist billionaires. All these racist people behind Donald Trump. Why you think our country was subjected to such treacherous behaviors by masses of American people? Why you think a coup d'etat was nearly successful in America? Why you think Officer Sicknick is lying in honor in the State House today, in the People's House today, because of what happened on January 6, 2021? My heart is troubled. I'm not safe in America. Donald Trump got to be punished. Lindsey Graham, Ted Cruz, Jim Jordan, this Howley, this other useless woman, and Mitch McConnell, the ringleader of all this racism and hatred in America, got to resign from the Congress of the United States of America before my heart will feel American again. Before my heart will feel safe and sound and conscious of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in America again. These people here are traitors of the United States of America in the United States Congress. And no American can feel safe and secure in the United States of America as long as these enablers of Donald Trump and this young criminal woman who just came into the Congress acting like she knows something, where she is just from the underbelly of American society, as those people that attacked Congress on January 6, 2021. These people are traitors. And we can never feel safe and secure with these people in our Congress. They are racist. They are race supremacists. They encourage hatred among American people. To find a Cuban man, Ted Cruz, Mark Rubio, I didn't put his name, I didn't put his picture up. But these are the Cuban people in America who are the greatest racist people perpetrating hate, disgust, and wickedness in America. And these are not all, because Donald Trump got his little Jewish group too. We got the Jewish group. We got the African American group. We got every group of dumb, useless. That's for my African people now. They're dumb and useless to join Donald Trump to say he's leading us to freedom. I don't know about the white people too much, but these white people here, I know they are traitors. Besides being haters of black people, besides wanting to enslave us and take our wealth and things for their wealth, as their father did for 400 years in America, and they want to perpetuate the stealing and corruption of the wealth and riches of black people, we can't continue it. We can't condone it. And I am not safe in America as long as these traitors are in the United States Congress. Every one of these people who supported Donald Trump and perpetuated incitement of insurrection in America on January 6, 2021 must leave the government of the United States of America. We are unsafe with these old racists, with the old deceitful criminals, with these corrupt old men. We cannot be with them no more and their stooges. And to prove that Mitch McConnell is not the man he was before January 6, 2021, This woman, Marjorie Taylor Greene, has challenged Mitch McConnell because he's old and weak. And she's saying, QAnon. What kind of group is that? QAnon. I can't even pronounce that shit. QAnon. What kind of shit is that? People always come up with some of the stupid BS to confuse our society. Now this woman is from QAnon. What kind of idiot group is that? Our leaders are a part of. Our leaders are allowing to come in the United States constitutional democratic halls and disdain democracy, disdain American people, disdain our children for standing up against their wickedness. Who are these traitors in the Congress today? We got to weed them out. We got to squeeze the underbelly of society out. Mitch McConnell got to take all his races and you'll get out. The time for a new life, America is here. The time for a new breed of American society is here. The races must go with their fathers into oblivion forever. My young American children, Lieutenant Commander Galpohkpa Chesson is an American fighting man, is a former American Ranger. And I know what my training made me into. I know what my training as a U.S. Army Ranger taught me. I know the patriotism, the love that I garnered for this country through my services in the military. So when I see civilian traitors who have no decency in them, but greed, lust, and betrayal, they have lost their sense of patriotism. They have lost their senses of Americanism. They have lost the sense of accountability, responsibility, and patriotism to the United States of America. My American children, these are the people that got us filled with fear of violence, filled with fear of betrayal, filled with fear of our own leaders because they attempted to betray us. They attempted to lead us down the murky roads of communism, socialism, and disgrace. How can one man, Donald Trump, a mentally sick man, rule America? How can one mentally sick man induce and control the masses of racist America, the wealthy underbelly of American society, like the Fancinelli family, like those families that own businesses in America that have been raised off of the backs and the lives of black people? There are no rich people in America that have not risen to wealth and influence off of the blacks. There are no people. All of them rode on our backs. All of their fathers stole from us. All of their fathers enslaved us. All of their fathers used us. There is no white man in America who is wealthy, who has not ridden on the backs of black people, or their fathers have. So you don't come here and act like you're all about law and order, that you're all about decency. None of y'all deserve to be where you are if you hadn't stepped on my people, stepped on our necks, stopped us from breathing, and brought us to where we are today. So I'm still afraid because the racists still rule America. I'm still afraid because the people who have hanged my relatives and family for centuries in America, their children are still in the Congress of the United States of America. I am afraid and stressed out because I see traitors, privileged, feeling that they own something, and they don't, and they're nothing but disgusting men and women who have stolen and rode on the backs of black people to their wealth, intelligence, everything. Sucking our mother's breasts. How you think some of the white men got intelligent? They suck black women breasts. They got black blood in them, but they don't want to admit it. They come here want to play racism and all kind of things because they know they're not better than us. They know when we rise, they fall. They know we are God's people, His own people, because their God is the green dollar note, the all-seeing eye, the pyramid of the Gaza. Everything in this country is African. They don't want to admit it. My young children, look all around you. Ask your mother, ask your father, who built America? They didn't. So the truth must be told, my children. We are not the underbelly of American society. We are the true builders of this great democracy. And that's why I feel it a great responsibility to stand up to these white traitors and let them know enough is enough. We're not taking from you nor your children any longer. The new America, democratic experience, begins now with the ouster of these traitors and evil racist men in American society and especially in our government today. The time for a renewed, stronger, better, greater America is now. Accountability, responsibility, and patriotism are foundations to Liberia's future successes. What's happening in our country today? What's going on among our people today? The suffering, the rapes, the deaths, the massive stealing. All of these things impact our lives, our livelihood. All of these things cause us to continue to suffer. When our leaders are not conscious of their duties, when our leaders fail to understand that they have responsibilities, not to themselves and their families, but to others of the greater society. Because wherever they do in a greater society will impact their families too. So when you are a leader, it's not so much about your family. It's about the greater family that you control and lead and rule. And I told you, I've been telling my Liberian people from time immemorial, until we achieve these three virtues for our society among our leaders and people, Liberia can never grow We never progress. We never advance. We take one step forward and come backwards. And that's what I've seen from time immemorial. And I'm tired. I'm tired. I've been doing this thing from college. I asked all my family members. I said they won't lie to me. To my pa family, my mom family. I'm the only person that have consistently told them we need to unite. Something wrong with our family. We're not going right. Even my father realized that I knew more than him, that I knew about unification and integration of my people more than him. Why you think he made me the head of his family? Not for nothing else. That I'm a man who knows how to unite people. I'm a man who knows how to discipline people. I'm a man who knows how to set the standards for our society and to grow. All the Liberian leaders think they got to be nice to Liberian people. They got to show love to them. No, our people don't need that right now. You want to show love to our people? Show them the love that will garner support, education, direction, vision for them. Loving them and not teaching them the right things is not love. It's destroying our people. That's not the kind of love our people need in Liberia. Liberians are lazy. Yes, we can be strong when we want to. Don't mind all that bullshit constantly telling you about resilience. No. How long will be resilient? And that's what he's saying. Liberian people are just resilient. We have no consciousness. And that's why I stop and I take a step back and say, no, I cannot continue on this path. I'm an educated man. I'm a lawyer. I'm a visionary. I'm a man who loves my people and I know the problem. But we keep skirting the problem and looking for glory. And there can be no glory until we attend to the basic needs of our society. Teach our people honesty, accountability. That's honesty. Knowing that you have got to account for everything. If you do not account for everything, how will you move forward? You don't know what you have. You don't know what you lost. You don't know what you can get. You don't know anything, but you just want to move forward with all any plans of direction. And this is where I got to step back from y'all and everything in Liberia, because I know through my senses, through my reasoning, through my divine understanding, it will fail. And when it fails, the only people that benefits are the rogues who started all this moving forward, because they secure themselves. Their families are secured. They have no concept of the greater picture of the bigger family of Liberia. And we can't get those things. You can't buy it. You can't beg for it. You can't borrow it. Those are virtues that are divine. And you find them in divine people who serve you because of their track records of serving the community, of not stealing. You don't hear their names in any discussion of money stealing. Anything there is money, there's problems. There's problems. You cannot get away from that. The root of evil is money. Money is not evil. It is the root of evil. Money is not evil. But because of our hardship in life, because of our greed, because of our desire and preferences and all those things that impact our economic lifestyle too, you economists, what impacts our lives is our preferences, our desires. That's the only thing that changes everything that has to do with economics. Individuals, our ideals, our beliefs, our preferences, and our greeds, money, power, dominance of others. All those things impact us. And we have to understand that for us to move forward, just as I want American Congress to be cleansed, our society has to be cleansed. Because I fear coming to Liberia too. I fear violence. I fear betrayal of my Liberian people, which is this hallmark of Liberian society, betrayal. And above all, I fear Liberia's leaders. They are warlords, they are criminals, they are slum dwellers, they are rogues. George Weah is dumb and ignorant, and is a rogue and immature and useless. Why am I coming to be with George Weah and Jefferson Koji, Nathaniel McGill, Prince Johnson? Who are these idiots for me to sit with and discuss anything useful with? These people have no competence to sit with me. Even if they're talking something, I know when I leave from there, they may plot to kill me because they will see me as a threat to them. My education, my knowledge, my dress, my demeanor, everything is a threat to those people. My accent is a threat to them. So why am I going to sit with these people to talk with them? What? To get myself poisoned and killed? I can't help my Liberian people like that. And I started telling you all yesterday about how we can build our country from abroad. Our people in Liberia are too immature. Besides the student and all of that, they're just immature. For Ellen Johnson Sirleaf to still be able to stay in Liberia and tell Liberian people what she would do for them. Liberian people are immature. Liberian people are immature, and it demonstrates that Ellen Johnson Sirleaf still has control over George Weah and the Liberian government. Borka can't help us. Commies can't help us. Nombly Kanga can't help us. She just as blind. And Darius Dillon can't help us. He's just as blind. Yes, these people want to make changes. But when your vision is limited, you cannot make changes. When your knowledge is limited, you cannot make changes. When you only graduate or attend a university and then graduate and don't have a master's degree or PhD, your vision is limited. Even people who get PhD, their visions can be limited. Why? Because they do not have the consciousness of the society as part of their care, as part of what they love. So when you don't have other people in mind, when you don't care about your environment or care how your people living, you live in a mansion, everybody living in zinc houses, can't go to school, your children riding out of cars every morning, the masses of the people can't G or can't haul. So how will we change our country? Our leaders are too immature to know about accountability. They're too immature to know about responsibility. Patriotism is just a passing thing for ignorant people. So we have seen all our money disappearing. No money in the bank now. How long this man will be president of Liberia? How long will diaspora Liberians act like ignoramuses just as the people in Liberia? You're not using your head. Everybody just get degrees and just want to feel that they're empowered to do things. And that's why Liberia cannot grow. Will not prosper. Because we cannot continue to live like animals among ourselves. As group of herds of animals, you got a chicken one side, you got a goat one side, you got a horses one side, you got a bears one side, you got a chicken one side, and we say we're a country. No, we can't be a country. We are animals, or living like animals in a civilized world. And when people like me try to bring you out to consciousness, you don't want it. Because I don't know why. You feel better listening to your own people who will talk like you and sound like you and behave like you. But all of us cannot be leaders of Liberia like that. For us to deal with people like these, we need people like me. For us to change the world direction of Liberia, we need people like me. I'm teaching you all this because I may not be around. If you keep on with your foolishness and your foolish behavior and your backward thinking, I will be gone. I have reached that conclusion now that I may not live around to help my people. That this foolishness, this dummy behavior, this greed, corruption, ripping will continue for the next 10 or 15 years until my people grow up and realize that Liberia is nothing. That foreigners coming to control Liberia. And when the Lebanese and the Arabs take over our country, and Muslim is the major religion, you may come to your senses. But I'm leaving all of these things for you to read and learn. Our country is a Christian nation, founded on Christian principles. No problem with Muslims being our country. But our country was founded on Christian principle. Do unto others as you have them do unto you. No other religion is founded upon that principle, not even Islam. Islam don't even know about that principle. Love comes from Christian teachings. And that's why these people in the American Congress have lost that. There are no Christians. But for us Christians in Liberia, we know where our faith and our blessings rest on. And we can't continue lying to ourselves, saying we're changing our society. Our society is immature, ignorant, arrogant, and backwards. We arrogant about what? We ain't got nothing. Liberian pride. What kind of useless pride is that? Oh, we want Chesson. We want this. Chesson don't want you either. Because you need leaders. You need direction. Yes, I will leave all my tips for you. I will leave all my videos for you. You can read it. You can hear it. You can see it. My writings are there. They've been writing since 1980. I haven't stopped. Every time I get tired, Jesus said, no, you can't get tired. You are the teacher. You are the voice. You are the word in Liberia. Until Liberian people realize that, their sufferings will increase. Their lives' burden will double. Because you people don't know your own blessings. You people don't know your own wisdom. You people have no consciousness of your own beliefs and faith. You are thrown apart. And until we come to the understanding that these three principles are the foundation upon which Liberian society will build, will grow, will prosper, will advance, we can't move nowhere. So you can come and go, dislike and like Chesson. I am the truth. And I'm telling you the truth. You think I don't want to come back to my home? I'm scared of the people in my country. I'm scared of my own people because I don't know who my own people are no more. I'm scared because my own people don't take instructions no more. They got too many leaders with too many visions, too many directions, too many answers, too many solutions, and none of them can fit the plight of our people and nation today. So not every day you will come here and hear words of hope, words of great grace and powers. No, you got to hear too that we are burdens upon ourselves. We are burdened upon our nation and people. If we only come to hear what we want to hear that will make us happy and not the truth, you're fooling yourselves following Attorney Commander J.R. Galpohkpa Chesson. Because the truth shall set us free. That's a Christian principle. I'm not preaching Christianity here, but I'm letting y'all know the truth. What got me strong today? What got me standing here speaking up today? It's not of my own volition. It's not because of my mind and power. It's not because of anybody in my life. It's because of my Christian belief, my Christian principle, that Jesus shows me and tells me things before they occur. Why? Because he wants me to understand the world I'm living in. He wants me to understand the people I'm dealing with. He wants me to understand the societies of our world and how they function, how they feel about me, how they feel about my livelihood, how they feel about the survival, my survival, and the survival of my people. So we can keep depending on the lives of other people to be ours. We can still be hopeful of things to come when we have no motivation, inspiration to change them for ourselves. We can hope all day. We can dream all day. We can desire all day, unless and until we get up to set our country straight and right. Our dreams are futile and will never come to realistic, visionary realism. So, what life are we living here? Because everything I'm telling you, it will not work until you come to the consciousness that we need accountability, responsibility, and real patriots who would not just say, oh, that they're businessmen, who would not say, oh, these people are always doing the thing, who would demand accountability, who would demand responsibility of these useless, dumb, ignorant people leading our country, leading us from time immemorial. How will we stand up to racist and evil men like this if we don't have strong men and women in our own societies? Men and women who believe in right and we stand up for right and we challenge right. But we take our people who for peace sake, for peace sake, oh, for peace sake, for peace sake. Everything won't be peace. You can't have peace with rogues in your midst, with murderers in your midst, with people who from time immemorial say they come to change your country, but yet you see with your own eyes that they are the very detriments to your own survival, to your own children's life and future. And you keep saying you're resilient when they do it to you, and if you fall down, you die, you jump up again and pick another idiot to put over you to treat you the same way. How long? How long? I got tired with my family. I stepped back. I said, no, I can't be with these people no more. They change. They want change. I ain't coming to them. And I'm serious about it. My family can't be my own enemy. My family can't be the same people that will destroy me because of greed, ignorance, fighting for property, and uselessness. How will I trust any people in my society? The foundation for changes in Liberian society starts with ourselves. So let me get into my third topic, because I'm not here for long this morning. Liberians, where do we begin all over again? Because that's all we've done all our lives. We destroy something, start all again, destroy it, start all again, destroy. I'm tired with that. I'm tired. We cannot always result to destruction and rebuilding, destruction and rebuilding, destruction. We can't result to that. And the same thing has happened in America with these racist people. Black people cannot live. Every step we take, they come and destroy it and take it for themselves. People steal. You come and take things from black people, you stealing. You are rogues. And our leaders are rogues in Liberia too. Our society is a rogue society. Everybody want everything free. We don't want to punish criminals. We don't want to hold our government officials responsible. We don't, above all, want to be real patriots. So where do we begin? We started over in 1980. From 1980 to now, we've been starting over. Ellen King screwed our country up, put this Egypt there. Now we're talking about starting all over again. Clean it. How will we do it? Just keep resorting to war and coup d'etat? Because since 1980, that's the only solution we know. And I will not stop beating your heads in until you learn that we cannot continue to start over and over again. When we lay foundations, we got to build and grow and change our lives. But it cannot happen if we don't hold our leaders accountable, if we don't hold them responsible for their actions, and if we ourselves are not patriots to stand up for what is Liberia and for Liberian people. We can't go through this. We can't go through this. We can't go through this. And this is what we talk about over and over. Look at Nabudiki, and although he resigned, or merely that, not a Liberian citizen, impugning the lives and dignity and integrity of Liberian people. You got a foreigner who has nobody in Liberia that he cares for, heading our criminal office and only being loyal to the president and doing the will of the president and hiding the corruption and massive stealing in our country for the president. So here we are again. Liberian are not Liberians. Liberians have no consciousness of our responsibilities and accountabilities to ourselves. We all know that Nobodiki is a foreigner. We got to wait that Darius Dillon come to power for him to talk in the House of Representatives before Liberian people become conscious that we have a foreigner heading our government, that our president himself may be a foreigner, not because he played football, but if his allegiance is to Ghana, and that is we found out that his father heritage, and you got this man president in Liberia. How many foreigners? Ellen was a damn foreigner. George, we are a damn foreigner. How many foreigners? Nabudiki a foreigner. When are we going to start all over again? Because to our plight, we got to start all over again. Look at all our organizations, EULA, everything. People leave, they take all the documents, they destroy everything, and they got to start all over again. So everywhere we go, Liberian people always starting all over again. We have no roots. We have no destiny. We have no foundation because Liberian people do not know who they are. They are not real Liberians today. These Liberian people around us are a mix of foreigners in our midst. My Liberian children, my lesson is done. When I see foreigners ruling Liberia, I know it. When I see foreigners ruling our country, you can tell by the way they steal, by the way they don't care about our country, by the way they bring in all kind of cheap things in our country, and above all, by the way they betray our people. Liberia and Liberian people are not the Liberian people I know. They are different. They are lost. And we must squeeze them out of our government, squeeze them out of our country, and take Liberia back for Liberian people to live and enjoy. My lesson is done. Have a good day.